Thank you, Mr. Chair. I too would like to start by acknowledging and thanking you for your sense of duty and the belief in the civic system. Um, this was very disturbing to hear, so I can't even imagine what it would be like to be in those rooms. Having said that, I'd also like to say if any of my questions come across as deprecating or diminishing, they're not meant to be. I just want to extract as much information as I possibly can. So I'm gonna start with Mr. Glue. You were talking about a pamphlet or an education package that would be beneficial during the vetting process. Um, could you speak to that a bit about how we could figure out whether some people would be better fit to serve knowing what they're about to see? So I'm coming at the question basically because you said you had a 2-year-old son as well, and maybe if that was something that could have been acknowledged and taken into account, maybe you wouldn't have been chosen for that trial. How beneficial would a compatibility package or program be at the beginning?
So personally, I believe it actually worked out very well that I was on that being chosen, because I could relate to it very, very closely. I was speaking more about from the education package of maybe what it is to be a juror, what the expectations of the juror is, and what the expectation of their employer or their coworkers or etc. would be moving forward with it. We get, as we were going through the process, we got a kind of a hokey video that we were shown about what a juror is and what their duties are. It was classic 1970s movie filming, etc., updated to the modern, social media, etc. Even an education campaign or an advertising campaign about what it means to do your civic duty as a juror would be something beneficial.
And I'm glad you mentioned that you were able to relate, because I think, Mark, you were saying that you need to have an authentic emotional response in order to actually carry out the duties as well. So it wouldn't necessarily be beneficial to the system to exclude people. So can you speak to what Scott just said? How can we make it at the vetting process that you're fit to serve, so you're not excluded because you might be sensitive to some of the issues, but at the same time, really find those that might be susceptible